What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name's Mac. This is my YouTube channel, How to Heal. I like to go over things, mindsets, ideas that I found very helpful in my own healing and my own journey towards more peace and happiness in my own life. Hope you guys are all having a great day, and we'll start off this video with some nice side bends. Feel free to join if you'd like. Just try not to knock any lamps off the desk or anything like that, or do. Go ahead, it's your lamp to knock. Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to discuss the difference between wanting to do something because you simply want to do it and doing something because you feel you have to do it. So I think this can often be quite subtle, but makes a huge difference in the outcome and your mental state and your well-being after the fact. So doing something because you have to is difficult because often, first of all, a quote I saw the other day that I found very powerful was by Alan Watts, and he said, anything can be a form of meditation if you fully put yourself into it and you do it for the sake of doing it. That is just accepting what you're doing, not being as much attached to the outcome, but just grateful for your ability to do and focusing solely on that. That's meditation. Like, that's putting your sole presence into something and letting go of everything else. And that's what I would also call something akin to like a flow state. Hey buddy, we got a guest, Marley. So with that being said, I think there's common things we can get caught up on when we're told we have to do something. Like work would be an example of this, right? So we're doing something because we feel we have to, which inevitably takes away a lot of our control, our power, our happiness, because we feel like we're doing something that's out of our control. I think a lot of these things are kind of interconnected. And also, in a sense, our worthiness, because we feel we're not worthy of having the thing, the feeling, the thing we're expecting, we're waiting for after we do this act that we're required to do. Right? So, with the opposite being doing something because you're accepting everything that is, you're accepting everything that's going on, and you're doing it because you want to do it. So this is really powerful because I think it gives you a lot of peace. It's given me a lot of peace when I just accept what I'm doing and I become a lot more present and I get to enjoy the moment. But the funny thing is too, when you're doing something for the sake of doing it, you're able to put forth your best effort because a lot more of your energy is available to go into that, as opposed to being caught up in emotions and just trying to push through and get to that end result that ultimately is going to remain out of your control until you get it, right? Like, the money doesn't hit your account for a job until it hits your account. So until that happens, it's still out of your control. So you're kind of at the will of someone else. And this is inevitable to a degree in the society and culture we're in, but you're kind of at their will until you get that anyways. So you got a lot of emotional energy tied up in this and being concerned about when I get it, if I get it, how much work am I going to have to do until then, how painful is this going to be, how long till lunch. Like, everything is just resistance. It's just get me out of it. Whereas even if you take someone in that same job with that same mindset, but you try and shift into an experience of accepting and being grateful for where they are and grateful for the job they have and the opportunity they have to work towards something bigger than themselves, allowing them to remain more humble. Like, if you take a slightly different approach on this, you'll be a lot more grateful, at peace, and find a lot more joy in your work. And if you can truly find joy in your work, you can detach from the expectations of the money. Obviously, we do these things with some level of expectation because we often have obligations and require money as a means to an end, right? But the more you can let go of this and the more you can just be grateful and enjoy what you're doing, the more I guess, enjoyment and peace will come to you in abundance. Because if you don't expect these things and you just let them come to you, you're often going to get even more, right? The reward you would get regardless would still come, but this time it's come almost as an extra or a bonus. It's like, oh man, I was so stoked on doing the work. I was so fired up about those Excel PowerPoints. And now I get this money too. Now I get this level of freedom as well. Like, that's great, right? And things become a bit more in your control because of this, I think. So I think that's a really important point in finding things that are easier for you to really enjoy doing. And inevitably, if you find something that you really like doing just for the sake of doing it, the results will come. Try not to get too hooked up on those results and expectations around, right? Like, I'm learning to play piano so I can play so I can play all these things. That will come, and ironically, it will come even sooner if you just focus on enjoying what you're doing, because then you can put your best effort into the practice, right? So try to let go of the outcome. Try to really throw yourself deep into whatever task you're doing. We got another guest, the lawnmower. But yeah, try to really throw yourself deep into whatever task you're doing. And let me know if that helps you find more peace and enjoyment. It's definitely worked for me. So that's it for today's video. Let me know if you guys have any other comments, concerns, questions about this, or things you want me to cover in the future. Thank you. Have a great day. And comment below. Thanks.